taking
She's
her out.
spoke.
She
Man, them have spoke
she
her.
wants sexy fish.
You understand?
She ain't trying to hear nothing.
And to me, you don't even look like you don't even look like a sexy fish. You look like
like a chicken back.
Sexy chicken back.
Biebs, you know, hey, listen, I'm gonna take you to that new gourmet restaurant, you know. Yeah. Chicken back and broken rice. So I'm taking you there. Oh God. Yeah. Nah, man. Check. Yo, we're back in the building, man. Elephant in the Room podcast, your boy Ceesix.
You seem enthusiastic. Elephant in the room. What's that about?
Man, like Dizzle comedians here. Obviously, he's troublesome. Starting trouble already.
That's what I was thinking. Like already. The way you done the face, like already. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Bro,
No, but it was you.
I'm excited to be on the podcast. So I'm like, yo, Elephant in the Room, welcome back.
Anyway, big up the patrons. We love you. Oh, I'm looking at the light. So we got the patrons. We love you like how Jesus loved the little children. Well, I love you. I love you from my heartbone. And I wish that Ceesix did live up to his promise. And, you know, we did get to pick out a name at the hat so I could meet one of you lot, or even two of you lot, or even a few of you lot. And, you know, the Ellie fans. I wanted to meet my Ellie fans in person. And my heart grieves that I didn't get to meet you lot off the basis of Ceesix negligence.
All right, here's what we do then. Here's what we do. Let's just go out to a meal with a few of them. Let's just put it out there. We go book a restaurant and we just put it out there and just invite a few Ellie fans. Then that's it, done.
Take them Chinese, pays water.
What you say? Eat as much as you like. Is that what it is? Like,
no, not.
Oh, the one that we went to before.
Yeah, it's not nice. Yeah,
Chinese, yeah.
And it's affordable.
Yeah, that's where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Are they paying for us or are we paying for them?
No, we can't. We'll pay for them. They pay to watch us. We're giving back. It's called give back.
That's what
it's the give back.
This is on us.
Right, it's on us. This is the give back.
All right. So but the name has to be pulled out the hat. Still, obviously, because we can't afford to take everyone.
No. So next week, please come with the names.
I'll tell you what we do. Yeah.
So tell you what we're doing, people. We're gonna first stages. We'll go for the first stages. The first stage is sending your names again.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Sending your names again.
If you want to come out to dinner with us.
If you want to come out to dinner, and it's not sending it in.
No, just send a
email.
Send a message. No, send a message in Patreon. You can send a direct message.
Okay, so I didn't know that. Yeah. So if you're this is for patrons only. So there'll be a way for you to direct message us and then say you would like to put your name in the hat, and then do it this week.
Yeah, and then next week.
Next week, we'll.
And we're bringing 5 people to dinner.
That's a stretch.
3 people.
That's not even number 4.
4 people to dinner.
Yeah, 4 people.
Me, you, and 4 people.
Yeah.
Dinner. All right, cool. And them in the hat.
No, hold on, wait there. 3 people.
That's odd, then, isn't it?
No.
Are we putting it as a man? Them allowed to put their name in the hat?
Yeah, the man them allowed to enter. It's mad to me.
It's mad to me, but you can definitely. You can definitely enter. Oh no, it's all good.
Man them my jokes.
Let's do that.
Man them put your name in the hat. If you know that you're gonna come with some weed that day, then put your name in the hat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Don't come. Cool. You understand?
That's cool. All right, cool. Quick, send the email, send the message, and then we keep it moving. How was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was. It was alright. I went Cocoa Whites. Someone put Cocoa Fights. That's rude.
Big up the full team.
That's rude. That's rude. It was a good rave. Let me tell you about Cocoa Whites. The people you have to rate the promoters. They spend their money.
Big up the promoter.
You understand, to bring you to a nice place, and it's only like I don't see how there'll be so much girls there and you still fight. And you're in white. That to me, I don't. I'm heavenly as thou. I didn't want no one to touch me.
You just literally.
Girls, I learned that from the last time. Girls would come to me and say, "Hi," I was giving them the air hugs. Don't touch me.
Yeah, you don't want to make up on you.
You understand what I'm saying? Much less fighting.
Let me ask you a question then, because I never understand why people fight in raves and stuff. But what could possibly make you fight in a rave? I'm
with my girl and he'd slap her in her batty. It would have to be something extreme.
these things are these. I think some. I know some of the fights are over some foolishness, but some of them like are genuine violations.
I reckon it was South people. No disrespect. I could. It smelled like South all over. Smells like a South thing. You know, South people, they go any. South is my place, but South people go
That's
to
ain't your place,
South will
bro.
go to any country. Remember, Ibiza.
All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. Let's move on. I had a lovely weekend. I was in the food festivals. It was a double weekend, so we had 2 days of the festival. So it was lovely, man. It was lovely. So yeah, big up all of my South Londoners.
We got Croydon massive.
Big up my South Londoners.
Like I went South. I just want to touch South quickly. You know, people doesn't know that there's been a shift in power when it comes to South. In the sense of like, remember when I was growing up, the baddest areas we hear about South is like Brixton, then Petnam, you know what I mean? And them two, for South, for you to say you're a bad man, it has to be like Brixton or Petnam. You know, it was either them two. Now Croydon's taken over.
Yeah, it's rough. Do you know what? Yeah. It's rough, but it's rough everywhere. To be honest, it's rough everywhere.
But
bro, let me tell you,
especially Croydon. But Croydon never used to be like. Croydon used to be nicer,
bro,
huh?
Let me tell you why I know it's rough.
What happened to Croydon? What happened?
Bro,
how did that shift? Like Croydon used to be a good, safe end.
It's rough everywhere.
It had trams.
It's rough everywhere. What happens is, let me tell you what happens is, I personally think gentrification is the major issue. Bro, they move everyone out,
to Croydon.
Ship you to Croydon, Addington. So they were doing. They were shipping people out of places and just sending them to and creating
a new ghetto.
New ghetto. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get you,
and then gentrifying the areas. It's just happening. What you do is like you're just moving people around, potentially pushing problems around, and then it happens like that. But
and Croydon's big, so it's got a whole big population now from South.
It's a social. Remember, this all badness is a social construct. Like it's a lot.
How much Brixton man you know like now live in Croydon?
Loads. People that was like original Brixtonians. Yeah. Croydon, Addington, Fulton Heath. Yeah. When it came to buying houses in South, especially Southwest Fulton Heath in like the 90s and stuff was like, it was an up and coming area, but you could get big houses.
And that's the maddest thing, because when I was growing up, Fulton Heath was not even a place you would mention.
No, but you could get big, but it's right next to Streatham, right next to Crystal Palace. It's like it's on the cusp of Croydon. It's like it's there, big houses, decent houses, affordable. And when like people were stepping onto the property ladder, they were moving out of wherever they were moving to, and they were moving to Fulton Heath because it's still in proximity of where they need to go to schools or whatever. But you get a nice house, and then again problems are shifting. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all social. This is like it's created for it to be like this. Do you know what I mean? It's been orchestrated.
Like you believe?
100%. Because I feel like I don't even think it's bad, but you see stuff like what you see perpetuates the small minority of things that happen, and we talk about it, we laugh about it. Now we say Croydon's a bad area when realistically, Brixton was never a bad area. Brixton as a whole. There's certain parts of Brixton where there were certain things happening, but the majority of Brixton was always a lovely place.
That was the first London riots, no?
No, but riots happened because they stuck together. The riots happened because of injustice.
Brixton started the whole riot.
It was injustice. They didn't just riot. They didn't wake up on a Tuesday and riot, you know. They were reacting. They were defending. You see what I'm saying? So the Tottenham riots, these are all reactions. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you got a community, these things can happen. But the point is, we perpetuate all the negative stereotypes. We perpetuate and bad area, bad this. When really it's not. But we look at it like that. Everyone focuses on the little negatives, and the negatives are always the minority. But they make the most noise. Because
it's true, the gentrification in Brixton is one of the biggest in London, because Brixton is unrecognisable sometimes now.
Yeah. It's places, but then it was
I remember going down Cole Harbour Lane and then on the corner outside Black Dread and just shutting down the place, and there's beer shutters on the road, and then you got what's the rest across the road again? Nino, was it Nino? What's his name?
We're in the corner.
Yeah.
You're talking about Olet. So you're talking about on the road corner.
And you had the food shop as well.
I know you're talking about. I can't
Yeah, it's big. There's a big name in it.
Yeah, that's Fox's dad, isn't it?
Yeah, what's his name, man? It's a big name.
Yeah.
And he's still around today.
I can't remember his name. I know you're talking about anyway. But
Yeah. So that's now you don't see none of them efforts on Brixton. It's unrecognizable. You know what I mean?
Gentrification is another thing you got to remember.
So
you're given a place, yeah, you're given a place and you're told it's your place for life.
Yeah.
There's no encouragement to buy. Even though right to buy scheme is there's no encouragement to buy because you've been told you got a place for life.
Yeah.
And so there's a generation. Now this is your generation. Yeah, one's just above you because your parents came here and they had to work, they had to buy, they had to live together and purchase together and get themselves on the map properly. So everyone's grandparents and parents have a nice big house somewhere. But when the estates were built, they just gave them to your generation, my parents' generation, and them take them.
Yeah.
Take the yard them. Yeah, man, I need this for life. Kill ambition, kill everything. Now you lot live there. So that's why you've gone from a set of the first generation to settle in England, own everything.
Because you know what?
And then the next generation, their kids don't own anything.
And it had me thinking. Right, then back to the Brixton, how you see it's unrecognizable to what you were saying. So them people that was there in Brixton before, that was where they've moved out to them areas there now. You know what I'm dealing with? So that's why it's true. The problems are there now from the people from the other areas.
The gentrification happens when you don't own things.
Yeah.
So what happens is you occupy an area, but then people come in and buy. When they buy, they move you out. So if I come and bought this whole road, for example,
yeah,
because they say like this whole road was public housing, and I bought it all, and I said I'm gonna knock it down. You've all got to move.
Yeah,
you ain't got no talk. You got to go. They will house you somewhere else, but you got to go. And that's what happens when you own. You stand your ground. So there's areas that can't be gentrified. You see what I'm saying? Like when you go to Streatham and you go down to where the Somalians them gather, they own down there. So some people don't like the way it looks. Some people chat shit about it, but you can't do nothing about it because they own everything down there. They own it all.
Yeah.
Every property, every shop, they own that all. They own it. They've got their business in order. So it's going to be very, very difficult to gentrify unless you want to spend extra money and buy them all out. Mm-hmm. But that's not how gentrification works.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And that's and saying that, I hear that because like I see like Tottenham, they're trying to do the same thing. But see West Green Road, that's one road you can't touch because all the shops are black owned. You know what I'm saying? But saying that they're probably building owned to the Jewish man.
But if they don't own it,
yeah.
If they don't own it, they don't own it.
It's
and
true.
gentrification comes when it comes.
Yeah.
Because all it does is someone comes and they just start buying. They start buying. And these areas are taking over. I grew up in Tooting when I was a kid, yeah. And it's a predominantly Asian area. And I was speaking to one of the old people that lived on my road as a kid, and I'll never forget this because I might have been about 11, and I was, they were telling me that this road used to be like fully white. This was a white area, and then let's say Mr. Patel moves in to number 7, and they know it's odd number, so the guy at number 9, I ain't living next door to a P word, so he puts his house up for sale, and then another Mr. Patel's cousin buys it. Now, the person at number 11, I ain't living next door to 2 P words. And then it just spirals. And boom, 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 boom. And they buy. Once you buy, you've got power. That's it. But our people, we just don't buy enough. We ain't buy. We consume, but we don't buy the right stuff.
We're just consumers.
But we don't buy the right stuff.
I know. We're just consumers.
Because man want them E.I.T.R.
Consumers.
Don't buy a E.I.T.R, but don't buy a yard.
Do you know the way the thing about how our people think and operate? So when you hear how other people operate, and it makes you really like, if you're really heartfelt about it, you'd burst out into tears.
But we listen to man like you. Because what's your advice on buying a house? Be honest.
Council give them free.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? If that's your advice, what have we got?
I'm not advising someone to be in debt for 30 years. You're a pussy for that.
But then
You're
what you're doing is...
We're not talking about that.
No, but I'm just saying, think about it on a larger scale.
No, you're gone left now. You're gone left. I'm talking about us as a people just being one.
Us as a people, all individually take your advice, we'll be in the exact same place we are.
You're a piece of shit for saying that.
You, my friend, are the problem.
See, we had a good conversation. Anyway. And before,
that mindset, you're backwards.
And last thing on that this subject, do you know what I was thinking as well? You see, like in the next 100 years, our generation, it's gonna be like, you know, like we got Caribbean parents, yeah. Now our kids got English parents. Now their kids gonna have like proper. So soon it's just been a whitewash of this English. England is England.
No culture.
You know, we it's like, when you notice, we're the seed planters. You know what I mean? To the black, to you know, like in like 300 years time, they won't even recognize us, remember us like that. We've been in the history book because England's be British. Do you know what I mean? My grand was born in Whittington, and her was born in fucking Hampstead. Do you know what I mean?
But what culture do you bring to your son? Because you're a single father, you live with your son. Cool, I respect that. Mm-hmm. What culture do you bring to your house for your son to know? Because for me, for example, yeah, I'm born here. Mm-hmm. My parents were born here, but my household was a Jamaican household, so I know Jamaican things and Jamaica living and Jamaica vibes and music and culture. So when my parents emigrated there, it was second nature. They went there, and it was like, yeah, they're good. So it's very much, I grew up like in a Jamaican household. And for me, in my house, like my kids, I play my reggae music every Sunday. I cook. You know what I'm saying? I probably don't keep the culture the exact same as I grew, but my kids know some stuff. But so I guess it's gonna die a little slower in my bloodline. But there's some generations that don't cook nothing.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Dutch pot in your yard in my life. So I guess this is like a beans on toast yard, and the kids are gonna grow up fully British.
So my thing is,
man sitting there in England top.
All right, let me tell you something.
It's done for you.
Let me tell you something now.
Wait, bun weed.
You're like
that's your most Jamaican thing you do.
No, that's good to hear. See what you're saying on a serious note. It's good to hear because you're like Dajjal. Dajjal's gonna be like you. It's because how your parents was. Like I'm just your parents. You got what I'm dealing with. So that's how you got the culture. Even though your parents weren't born here, but they grew. They remember there was a parent from the descendants. You got what I'm dealing like me. I thought you was, but unfortunately you what. But the reason why I thought you was because I can see you've got that yard. Yeah, you got the yard in you. Yeah, you got why for that?
It wasn't as bad as the other one.
Yeah. But you got what I'm dealing with. You can see that you've got Jamaican heritage. Yeah. You got the old stage, you got the old ways. So obviously, you can pass that down. Yeah. You got what I'm dealing with before it gets watershed. Yeah. You know what I'm dealing with. So Daji and luckily their parents are fully Jamaican. Yeah. You get me? So when he goes, he's got the full culture. So you don't miss that. Do you know what I'm dealing with?
It's crazy because when I went to Jamaica, my first time going to Jamaica, I remember my great granddad was alive, yeah, and I remember sitting on his veranda and him telling me a bag of history, things that never left me. Like I'm talking from a kid, telling me the national bird, the national flower, just things that just stuck with me. Do you get what I'm saying? All the parishes, he taught me a way of remembering all the parishes, remembering Surrey, Middlesex, Cornwall. He told me everything.
Yeah. And
I stayed with him for a bit, and that stuck with me and resonated so much. So I knew things about Jamaica that a lot of people didn't know. And because where we live, you could see the Blue Mountain, Rio Grande, and enough things we speak about. But I think I had the privilege of knowing my great grandparents. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a big thing. Enough people don't know that. They only know their parents. Some people don't even are not like lucky enough to even have their grandparents around.
Yeah.
So you're kind of stuck with what your parents' level is, and if they're stuck in the rat race, unfortunately, because that's how we live here.
I remember with us or me, and I grew with my gran. Yeah. You know what I mean? With so she was nothing English. You know what I mean? With so even though we was in an English house, there was no English in that house. You understand what I'm saying?
Apart from the Queen pictures.
Yeah, not even that.
Was she that yardie?
Yeah, she was yard. I'm talking about every soup on Saturday religiously type of. You get me? She don't cook on Fridays. Type of. You
I got
understand?
brethren who got old parents. So
Bake
like,
Toto and them thing there, dukono, blow jars and the whole nine, make hot chocolate from scratch and them type of thing there. Original yard bring up in the house. Sometimes pilchards and rice. Sometimes rice and butter. You know the way there. Condensed milk and toast and them thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I was having a chat with someone the other day in it, and and the brother said they were having this conversation and they were saying like how Jamaican is someone, and I'm not Jamaican in it, and there's a level of Jamaican in it. Like I'm not Cowfoot Jamaican. I'm not
tripe.
I'm not tripe Jamaican. I'm not even chicken foot Jamaican.
I'm
not even. I don't like. I'm like Manish water. I'm squirmish.
Yeah.
Like certain bits. I'm like, but chicken foot soup. I'm not on that. I'm not on it, bro. I'm not doing it. So there's a level of Jamaican that I know I'm not. I know I'm not that.
So have you been Jamaican and just pick from the tree and pick raw ackee and dumpling and run about? You know with the man them.
But we're not. See, we don't have to do that. We're not, because when I go to Jamaica, I can go and buy a box food. I don't have to do.
No, but
I don't have to. I
know, but I'm talking about. I don't have to. I could buy a box food, but sometimes like you, haven't you been to Jamaica so long? Because you've been there.
Bro, I was there for 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying you with the man them on the corner and just say, yeah, pick the ackee tree and
brother,
you know what I mean?
Brother, there's levels because I'm looking at stuff and saying,
so you're still being scornful.
I'm looking at stuff saying I can't. I remember one time they were on the river cooking coconut rundown, and I'm like, yo, this look good.
Yeah.
And then they put some stuff in it, and I said, oh, fuck it, I can't do it. I can't do it.
What stuff?
I don't.
What stuff?
I don't know, man.
What stuff?
They put some things in it, and it changed it for me because I'm like, yeah, this look good. Put some things in it up. I'm like, nah. And you know, so I tell you how mad it is, yeah? I don't have to. I was in Gambia once, and we went to some place, and the people were so happy for us to be at their place that they were going to prepare us a meal. And they got this thing, and it's like, they got this, it was like a meal they had rice, but over there they have broken rice. So, you know, that's probably like the reject rice. Unfortunate, but it's rice, isn't it?
But it's broken rice though.
No, because you know, all right, listen, you see like consumers, yeah? We want whole rice grain in it. So when the rice is broken, they put that in a completely separate place and they send it to poor people. Just like chicken back is poor people. Like when they were cutting good chicken, they were chucking chicken back to the poor people.
I know, yeah.
You understand? So they do that broken rice and whatever. Anyway, so they made this thing with broken rice and this thing, and it looked like, remember when you was a kid and you'd be like messing about in the garden, you get leaves and you just make some, bro, it looked like that. It looked like leaves and grass and some other shit just mixed up, and it was green and it just looked rancid, brother. But the people then were so grateful that we were at their place, and you know, we were giving away things and stuff. They were so grateful that they made us a meal. Oh my God, bro.
You made a meal of it.
Couldn't eat it, bro. I couldn't eat it, but I felt so rude. I felt disrespectful.
So you didn't even try?
I tried it. I couldn't eat it. After the first, like the look of it alone put me off. So my mind is telling me, don't eat that shit, right? And
you brainwash yourself. You planted that seed.
Definitely. and then they gave me, I was like, just a small big bowl. I said, oh, Jesus Christ. I said, small. And they'd come. So I tried a little bit. I tried to eat the rice. But every time the little green thing would be, brother, I felt rude. But I don't have to.
You can go to prison then.
Nah, fuck. I'm not on that. I'm not on it. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have to, innit? But no, if I'm in prison, I have to. Eventually, I'm going to have to.
And that's my point. If you was living there for 3 months, that would, you'd be like, any more the fuck
any more green thing? No, I didn't, because I don't have to. In my head, I'm telling, like, I don't, like, so I'm in yard, and the man in the cow foot thing, you know what, I'll go KFC, bro. Man say, okay,
you're going to starve, you know?
But I'm alright.
You're going to starve.
I got my money, I'm alright. The man in my chicken back and this, and I'm saying, yo, KFC, I do it for me, you know, brother.
You can't be too scornful.
But why?
Food is food.
Yeah, but we don't have to eat chicken back no more.
You do.
You don't. Why?
But the maddest thing is, I have to bring up Jamaicans for that, because they've stews, chicken back, curry, fries, chicken.
They've turned the fact,
and there's no meat on it.
They've turned what they were given into a delicacy, and you don't need it no more. You don't.
I know.
How are you gonna go to the butchers and say, yo, give me two of them chicken foot there?
Saying that again, South people. The first time I heard about chicken back dance was Chicken Back Wednesday before Eve.
Yeah.
Remember it?
Yeah. Chicken back. Yeah, I played that chicken back before still.
So I'm saying,
Anyway,
they've turned into a dance to us.
Anyway, let's keep it moving. Big up all of my people that are got the culture in their house. Wherever you're from, just keep your culture. And if you have a language, I would urge you to teach your children your native tongue.
All right, then let me tell you this. Then,
before you cut, it's a serious message I'm saying. If you come from a country that has their own language and your kids are British, please teach your kids their native tongue. Please, that's an important message. Now go on, chat your shit.
It's not shit. Back in the days, a Jamaican household, yeah. What was one of the top number one pictures that people had of Jamaica in their yard?
Well, the picture that I had, I had a Marcus Garvey picture that I've seen in loads of people's houses. What else did I have? I had something in the kitchen. What you see here, this, that. Like the rules of the kitchen. I had
I've seen the most popular picture that you've seen.
Everyone above. You can't tell me everyone's household.
The woman, the coolie girl with the Jamaica and do you remember that?
I know the picture, but it wasn't in my yard.
but you know that.
I know the picture. That's a very famous picture.
That is a very famous.
Yeah, that wasn't in my yard though.
But there now though, isn't it?
It's mad. She was famous, and it's from. You couldn't see her face, yeah? That one.
Yeah, you can see the coolie and the breast, and Jamaica was at the bottom.
Yeah, I haven't. I seen that picture.
That picture was very famous. I think I knocked one out to that picture, to be fair, on the picture. Anyway, let's move on. So, hi man.
You're in the front room in your granny's yard, sitting on the plastic over the sofa.
Wiping it.
The doilies everywhere.
Oh God! I remember bare pillows on the thing back in the days. Hi man, them. Is it wrong if I take a girl to Nando's on a date? Especially, it's my favorite restaurant.
No.
And that's what I'm going to say. No. You know why? Because I was having this conversation with a guy the other day, and that's why I figured let me just talk about this piece of shit thing. I was looking at one woman's Instagram, like we was talking there, and I looked at her Instagram, and then I saw that she goes out to these restaurants and Hacky Sanders also. I said to myself, you know what? Let me leave her alone.
She wants when you take her.
She's spoke. Man, them have spoke her.
She wants sexy fish.
You understand?
She ain't trying to hear nothing.
And to me, you don't even look like you don't even look like a sexy fish. You look like sex.
Like a chicken back.
Sexy chicken back.
Yeah, but hey, listen, I'm gonna take you to that new gourmet restaurant. Yeah, chicken back and broken rice. So I'm taking you there. Oh God. Nah, man. To be honest, I feel like dating is probably got really shit at the moment, and people are treating dates not to get to know people. In it, dating they say is they say data collection. That's what it means, data collection.
Yeah,
and that they really it's like an audition for each other. You go on a date, you talk, you should vibe, you should get to know each other. It's not about the big restaurant, and I think sometimes you get caught up in that. Some men be taking girls to these places to kind of bamboozle them, and there's no substance there, and you get bamboozled and you're out of it. And then some women have these places in mind where they want to go. They got like a bucket list of restaurants, and they go and they don't actually value you. They just want to go to these places and take their pictures and stuff like that. So I think
because you're never in the picture. The man's never in the picture.
yeah, because it's like too early for that shit. So I personally think if you're gonna date, just try use the date to get to know someone, and it shouldn't be about how much you spend or whatever. It's just it should be literally a place where you get an opportunity to sit down and get to know each other, to have a conversation, and see if you're actually on the same page.
Some of these places are expensive, and you're 2 bills down and none the wiser.
2 bills down, none the wiser. You leave there and they say, well, what's her surname or where she live or what?
Yeah. Nothing.
How many siblings she got? You don't know. You just
and you've been on about 8 days, and you not even calculated that you spent about 2 bags.
2 bags, and now
and nothing don't come from it.
And now that's what I'm saying. Now all it comes into is men looking at the money they've spent, like, and now start thinking not all men. I shouldn't say it like that, but some men are looking you're looking at the money and then looking at your return on your investment. You get
what is with some of these girls in the sense of there's guys out there that's making crazy money. They are. There's guys that's making, so they could afford to bring these girls hacky stands and do stupidness and brought them bad. So then now you got the second tier guys that try to keep up with them type of guys there. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really, because them man got money. They got stupid money because they're making their money comes too quick, so they could blow it. It comes quick, they blow it quick.
And you know what it is? You brought someone bad, innit? You take a girl. Say you went on 3 dates with a woman. Yeah, you took a Hakkasan, Sexy Fish, Nobu. You go into these 3 places with her. You know Nando's is out of the question now.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what it is?
You've said
I had a light bulb in my head because that's what we do. You see, we set the bar so fucking high that you have to jump to catch it. Cause remember the first date, remember it's impressing. So we're gonna take you to the most impressive thing going. So now we're up here now. We could have used our hard-earned universal credit money to get there. But now we still have to maintain that. So what you said, Nando's are going below anything from Nubo or Hakistan, it's not going to work.
So, but you know what I say, yeah? You should be meeting people in your range. You see what I'm saying? You just used the word universal credit. If you're actually a universal credit kind of guy, no, I'm serious. If you're a universal credit kind of guy, the women you should be meeting should be in a universal credit range.
You sound like the woman.
Should be in a universal credit range. You shouldn't be meeting the sexy fish girl. How do you meet them? The only way you can meet the sexy fish girl if you're a universal credit guy is if you're pretending to not be a universal credit guy. Yeah. So you've taken yourself out of this range, jumped over the range where you're an imposter. Yeah, you're an imposter, and now you're trying to. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what's happening. Stay in your fucking lane and date in your range. Then you won't have these problems. I'm not going to these places. I've been to a couple. I'm not on it, bro. Listen, I went to Hakkasan and I like the prawns. Yeah, the prawns are banging.
Duck salad. I've had it about 3 times.
Hear what I'm saying? It's like £25. You get 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah,
brother,
stupid.
It's what
Duck salad was £40 for a salad.
I don't want to go there. So the women that I meet, the way I profile, I'm not meeting those take me to these places kind of women. That's not the type of women. I'm not giving off that energy. I don't give off, I'm going to take you to Hakkasan energy. I'm not giving that energy off. Yeah. So if I meet you, don't come with that to me. It's true. I don't give that energy off.
It's true. The man, it sounds mad. And when a woman says it, it sounds even madder. But to hear it from a man, it doesn't really sound that mad. You kind of get the gist of it. Because it's like life. Like people are sometimes like expensive cars. You got the Bentleys, the G-Wagons, and if you can't afford them, you won't even go to that dealership. You go Auto Trader. So
Car Giant. You don't go, you are looking for a new car, you go Car Giant. You don't care your car's got 138,000 miles. How much is it? Yeah, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at price. Yeah. You're not looking at miles. You know? Then there's men who go to the place where the dealer comes to you. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? There's levels to this.
Yeah, and you can't. Now there's places where you go. That's 2 tiers. That's 3 tiers. There's one where you go to the dealer and you go with the bow and you get me. And the top tier is one where I've seen it. The truck comes.
The truck come and they unveil the car for you.
Yeah, the car didn't even touch the ground yet.
And they unveil it.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. There's levels. Yeah. So here what? I'm gonna do Car Giant. So if I'm doing Car Giant, let me not fuck with the Bentley people. that's you lot's thing.
Yeah.
So when it comes to dating, also, like I'm saying, like just stay in your lane and you get on, because the person that you're actually gonna be on a date with, if you're in the same range, you're gonna have a lot more in common.
Yeah.
If you have a lot more in common, you're gonna get on better.
So do you think it's
So Nando's is fine. If he's in his lane, because if he's fishing in the wrong fucking pond, but he's only got Nando's money,
yeah.
then
So my thing is, so basically, that's like, alright then, say you for instance, what tier do you see yourself in?
Well, my tier is based on mentality. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily a financial. It's not. I'm not locked into a financial range. My range is a mentality range.
Okay.
I'm not taking someone out on a first date and spending £200. I am not doing that. Yeah. That's not what this date is about. This date is about. It's not. It's not.
What we doing there?
It's not. What the fuck are we doing here? This is not what this date is about. We're on a date. I think you're attractive. We're speaking. We're having a conversation. We're gonna get to know each other. Our date is to get to know each other. This date isn't about how much money I can spend and how much food you can eat. That's not what this date is about. And that's my range. My range is based on my mentality.
Yeah.
I'm not superficial at all.
Yeah.
So we're not doing superficial shit. So I don't want to meet superficial women.
Yeah.
I don't like, you see, the thing is, it either comes to the type of woman I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
If you are like, like there's a superficial look, I'm not interested in that look.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not in. The thing is, sometimes I get mistaken for certain things, because when I'm in a certain events, I have access to all areas. So because I have access to all areas, it sometimes put me on par with the man them who are in places. So like you might have the baller section or whatever, but I've got access to all areas. So I might seem like I'm a part of that world. But my access to all areas is based on my profession. It's not based on anything else. It's my social standing. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm not there balling. So I'm not gonna attract a woman with bottles and sparklers. And that's not, so I don't expect to meet the superficial kind of people.
But saying that, stick a pin. Because I was saying this the other day, because the two things I want to say before it comes up my head. When I went to the party on Sunday, like the girls, don't get wrong, they were dressed 9 to the teeth, but it looked like to me, I don't know if it's my age, but it looks like the girls them are selling and the man them are buying. It's like you can see the man them looking hungry. You can see like the man them like in packs. Then you see the girls them like winding up the man. The way they was wearing, some of the things they was wearing, like it was sexy. Don't get me wrong, but it was like.
But that's not all of them. But
what we're doing it, and I'm not saying with, like some of the girls. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying
that's what I'm saying. So that's the range, though.
But, so my thing is like, even though it would look sexy, but it just to me it didn't look. It looked like you're over trying to.
But hear what I'm saying.
Before
you know
I
what?
said, ooh.
You know what? You know why? Because if you think about it, if you see, I'm not just for clarification. I'm not comparing women to cars here, but I'm just going back to the analogy that you used about this thing. Yeah. If you saw a flipping Ford Fiesta with a for sale sign on it, you might not see the for sale sign. You might not see it because you're not even looking at the car. You understand? But whose range that is in is going to say, fucking hell, what? 350. I wonder if they'll take 60 quid off and then I'll buy it today, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Right? But there's some people, yeah. So, like, everything's about a range. So you're in the dance, yeah, and you're saying that some of these girls are like selling and the buying, yeah. For me, I wouldn't recognize that because I'm not looking at. They're not trying to. I'm not.
You have to see. You can't not see.
No, but I'm not the buyer because so I'm not attracted to that. Those things don't attract me. That what attracts me is the
classy one.
Not just, yeah, or the one that just fits in my range. I'm drawn to things that are not front page. Oh, it's superficial. I'm not drawn to that. if I met a woman, yeah, like if I don't drink a lot, but if I'm out and I buy a bottle or something, I tell them I don't want no sparklers. Because I don't care about the hype. I will take my bottle and my thing and just walk off and go. I'm not about the hype. You'll never see me with a Gucci belt with stuff tucked in so you can see the belt. You'll never see me do nothing like that. Never.
I used to do that, but not people even know what type of belt I got, and I've got big Versace belts and this.
See, I wouldn't buy a Versace belt. That's the difference. I wouldn't even buy one.
But just to say,
I'm wearing
expensive belts.
You're the confused range. You're in the confused range.
But what I was saying, but back to what we were saying now, you fucking idiot.
You are.
I was
just like you have money, but you're
see them guys in there now. Even though like the woman, they was giving off like the selling, but they being still like for a guy, it would have been hard for me. From normal guys, even though my friends in there, like, you know, like chat to a girl and this, that, and because there's too much girl in there, too much man, so everybody's acting stush and everything. But it wasn't like that for me. Do you know what I'm dealing with? And like, my friend sent me a post of what Tupac said. Tupac said he was in a party, like a year before he bust. No girl fart on him. Same clothes, same everything. He's in the club. Nobody. There's beer, nobody. A year like after he bust, back to the same club, like with the same look. Everybody's onto him. You catch what I'm dealing with? Everybody, you get what I'm dealing with? So it's mad that
because he got status. It's only status.
It's mad because it's when I went there. I'm not blaming my own. It was so everybody. I didn't have to approach women. They were approaching me. I'm telling them about the pictures or I get approached. You got what I mean? It was hectic for me. And but I'm not saying
comparing yourself to Tupac? Just saying because it sounds.
No, you fucking idiot.
It sounds a little bit.
I'm just saying, like,
you know, me and Tupac. You know, we go through the same shit. That's what it sounds like you're doing. But go on. Apologies.
But you know what I mean, Ceesix. When you're known like that, it's different from when you're not known. You got what I'm dealing with. When girls recognize you and know what you're doing, rare, it's mad. You got what I'm dealing with.
But status is something, isn't it? And people get superficial people.
Remember, status, it's nothing to do with looks,
No, but remember, you look the same. This is what I'm saying.
But now you got status. You look beautiful.
Superficial.
It's crazy to me
because that's superficial. Because
the world's superficial.
No, but listen, think about this.
Look at Burna Boy's face,
bro. Think about this. It's not even something. Fame and money, yeah. When you're attracted to fame or attracted to money, then you're superficial. If possessions can attract you, so you don't find this man attractive. I've watched these gold digger pranks. I don't even know if they're real, but I've seen them on YouTube. Yeah, a man be walking past trying to talk to a woman. She don't want to chat to him. He's like, "Oh, have a nice day." Jumps in a sports car or whatever, and then she turns back trying to chat to him. Gold digging, whatever. If they're attracted to money and things, that's so far removed from the kind of man I am. So I don't even recognize them. And they can't look at me and think, oh, he has things. I don't show off for anything. I don't.
C6, see what you're saying? Let me tell you this. Let me cut you there because you start to piss me off. You've been doing good for the last like 40 odd minutes. You've been doing good, but now you're starting to piss me off. I know for a fact I could put my neck right on the fucking block right here. Where's the chopping block? Yeah? Every pum-pum, every child, everything that you have in life is because your name is Ceesix. Yeah?
Crazy.
Because your name
crazy?
Is fucking... You're
crazy.
You ain't got nothing about you. So my man think... You ain't got shit about you. You think you're the somebody that, the guy... No, you're a piece of shit. You got a spread nose. You're butters. But your name carries weight. And that same thing what you say. So every girl that you fucked, sorry to say, has been superficial. Because you haven't got no girl, I swear, off your merits.
All right, I'm going to tell you this. My children, are born before anything. Hold on.
You've always been Ceesix.
Just 1 second. Hold on a second, young man. My children are born before I became popular as Ceesix. However, we got the same amount of children. No, all of your children are born after Dizzle was created. Because Nigel and fucking the other alias you went by before was actually just one little ghetto thief You used to walk around looking like one of them crackheads that no one wants to talk to. Only crackheads will see you and talk to you. You even told the story. Crackheads see you and stop you. You saying, what's it?
No, you're just getting super defensive and rude and abusive.
No, I'm being actually.
No, because I touch a corn.
Listen,
I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you're saying. Jesus himself would have to come in there with his sandals and say, brother, no, it might get you a long time. And then I'll say, okay, you sure? But that's spliff, and then after spliff, Jesus split me door. Him say, yeah, I true. Then I believe. No other way.
So it's just Jesus alone.
Jesus.
It's okay. All right, yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm not sure if he's back yet, but when he comes, I hope I can get him to convince you. You fucking idiot. Jesus our Lord. No other way. All right, listen.
No other blood clot way.
Brother, Nando's is fine. Just make sure you're in your range. If you're in your range, Nando's is absolutely fine.
Okay.
Right, keep it moving. Next
yeah.
one.
Hello, Unks. This is you you're talking to.
I'm happy to be Unks, to be honest. You know?
Hello, Unks. Do you think it's right for your mum to make you call her sideman uncle? As I've grown up thinking certain man is my family, I want to find out they were smashing my mum's good owl.
Yo, people, listen, make sure you check out us on Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/elephant in the room. Make sure you sign up. It's only £3 a month. You get to watch the full episode, all right? Because you can see we've just cut the episode short, innit? So if you want to watch the full episode, jump onto Patreon. You're also going to get some exclusive content over there. You're also going to be the first dips on anything that we're doing. You're going to be the first person or the first set of people that can get tickets and are going to have the opportunities. All right. So jump over to Patreon and make sure you follow us and you keep it elephant in the room. All right. So join us over on Patreon and peace.